Hello. Last week I attended the harvest service, the harvest morning service at my church. And on arriving home, I was prompted to just open up my mind for this message today, if I can call it a message. It's just a gathering of thoughts from over the years, which I would call harvest thoughts. Harvest thoughts. The Reverend Robert Stephen Hawker was the vicar of the parish church of Morwenstow, a small fishing village situated on the rocky seacoast of Cornwall. He was an eccentric. He wore a fisherman's jersey and long sea boots to show he was a fisher of men. He carried a carpenter's pencil because Jesus was a carpenter, and walked with a cane the shape of a sword to show he was ready to fight the devil. Now his parishioners were more interested in their fishing than their faith, more interested in smuggling than in church services. So Reverend Hawker thought it time for them to get their priorities in order. And on Sunday, October the 1st, 1843, he held the first harvest Thanksgiving service that we know today. The harvest service is always a favourite with worshippers. We usually can count on a full attendance that day. And the best thing of all, many would say, is the wonderful smell of the produce assembled at the front of the church. Can I quote Exodus 23 verse 19? The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring into the house of the Lord thy God. Now, following the recent COVID epidemic and the rules concerning public health safety, the practice of distributing fresh vegetable produce after the services to the needy has now been discontinued unless it comes tinned or pre-packed. And I earnestly pray that this situation might be resolved soon. Harvest thoughts. I remember years ago, after our evening harvest service was over, a steward came to me and said there was a man and a woman standing at the door of the church with an empty pram. I hurried out. The couple didn't say anything, but the look on their faces told me everything. Members of our congregation hurried back into the church and came out with arms full of produce and filled the pram. There were a few tears that night as we went home. So why should we observe harvest? It's to say thank you to God. No matter how clever we are unable to produce one man-made cauliflower, lettuce, tomato, or a single grain of wheat. A school teacher once asked her class, "Who can tell me where vegetables come from?" And quick as a flash came the answer in unison, "Morrison's, miss." Genesis 1 verse 29. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth. Genesis 8 verse 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Why should we observe harvest? It is a call to Christian service. It is a call to Christian service. John 4 verse 35, Jesus said, Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. Christian service. The harvest reminds us that it is always time to harvest souls for Christ. Do you know the saddest harvest verse in the Bible? It is Jeremiah 8 verse 20. The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. Harvest thoughts. Many years ago, the gospel team I was involved with were invited to take a summer rally at a country church. It was attended by elderly folk, and many responded to the gospel appeal. Oh, I remember a dear man, 90 years of age, confessing Christ in tears. Now afterwards, the minister of the church, who had been in the congregation, approached me and was most upset. He told me that he had been planning to make a similar appeal the following Christmas, and now he felt that we, the gospel team, had ruined it for him. My heart went out to him, and I gently said, Brother, perhaps Jesus knew that for someone in that room tonight, next Christmas will be too late. Charles Wesley wrote, Me, if thy grace vouchsafe to use, meanest of all thy creature, me, the deed, the time, the manner choose, let all my fruit be found in thee. God bless you.